Good morning, Sergio from Callejas Windows and Doors, and today I'm going to be bringing you along in a day in the life of what it's like to be a window and door contractor. The first stop is we're going to be doing an inspection in Hialeah of 2 French doors that we just installed. When I get there, I'm going to see if the inspector wants, to share some feedback as to what they look for during an inspection and see how we can improve, how you can make sure that if you're working with any contractor, what the inspector is going to look like, so you can kind of be your own inspector. So I'm on my way there now. Should be there in about 10 minutes. Hopefully I'm not late. These inspectors, they really show up whenever they want to. But I'm going to be bringing you along for a day in the life of a window contractor. So tune in. Just got to the house, and I always like to get here a little bit sooner than the inspectors do. Simply just want to make sure the installers had everything correct and go over everything. That way there's no surprises when the inspector comes. But essentially what I'm going to be looking for are all the anchors inside the actual frame of the door or window. Was the wood buck behind the door or the window changed to meet the same size of the frame of the new hurricane impact window or door? Simply because when you're replacing from a regular window or door to a hurricane impact, the frame is larger, so the wood buck, the wood that surrounds it, has to be wider or not the same size. So that's what I'm going to be checking. In this case, homeowner is out of town, so he's digitally opening the door for me, so I'm just gonna open that and then go ahead and check it. So don't want to show too much of the house or where I am, but essentially here's the door. This is the bronze frame. Now the installers, as you can see, they haven't finished on the outside yet because we have an inspection, and the inspector has to be able to see this buck on the inside and the outside. So gonna be seeing if it's open. It is open, so you can see that it's also not finished on the inside, but this is only because we have an inspection today. So yeah, now we wait for the inspector and see what he tells us. But you can see all the screws are in, the shims 1/4 of an inch, no more. All the wood is brand new. Thankfully we passed the inspection. Now my guys have to go out again and actually do the finish work, which is actually putting the caulking on the outside of the door and finish the molding on the inside. Now I'm here at another property, but I have to get into the HOA, which is hit or miss. Sometimes it's easy to get in, other times it's hard, but simply I'm gonna have to, I guess they're letting everybody in but me. Oh man, calling the wrong person. Let me So I just arrived at the other inspection. The inspector told me that he should be here in about 30 minutes to an hour, but I did want to show you what's the most important thing that a contractor can do while working, and that is, let me just get it real quick. It's gonna be water. This is my water gallon. What I like about it is that this is not paid advertising, but the water stays cold all day, and especially if you're driving around, you don't want to drink hot water. And the reason this is so important is because as contractors, you spend a lot of time outside, so you can get dehydrated. They say that even 1% of dehydration can affect your mood, so we don't want any of that. So we stay hydrated while we wait for our inspector. So hopefully this goes amazing and we pass inspection. If not, it's gonna be a very sad day. So just as in the other house that we were at, the homeowner is not able to make it to this inspection, but they were kind enough to trust me with keys to their house. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did on the other project, which was essentially check that everything was done properly so we don't fail any inspections. What happens when you fail an inspection is, time, money, and lots of headaches. So we do everything possible to do things the right way the first time. So I'm gonna be going inside now and going over everything. You can see how smooth that is right there. And then, oh my goodness, we have surveillance, so let's not do anything out of the ordinary because we are being watched by cameras in this house. So now this door, we still are in the process of passing the inspection, and when you see here, what the inspector is really going to be looking for is that the wood bucks were actually changed, that they are wider than the frame of the door, and your anchors have a minimum embedment into the actual concrete of about a quarter of an inch, a half an inch to a quarter, into the concrete. I could be wrong about that, but we'll ask the inspector once he... So now I'm in the back part of the house where we actually installed 2 sliding doors as well as a French door, and I'm gonna give you up and close as to what the sliding glass door feels like, looks like. So here it is. As you can see, this is a 2-paneled 95 by 80 inches in height. Actually, excuse me, this is about 96 inches in height. Here we'd have it open, and you're gonna see me close this with just 2 fingers, just like that. That is closed. And then here we have a double door with 2 side lights. Very, very nice. Love the way that came out. And here we have another sliding glass door. So we currently have to check all this, make sure that all the anchors are in, the doors are opening and closing properly. You can see that the anchors, this will have covers on everything there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this right now. So we'll see once the inspector gets here. I'm gonna be ready with all the paperwork, everything ready for the inspection, and hopefully it all goes well.